Alright, so I am actually recording an update video, Vowel, um, as well as maybe one or two other videos, like, that are updates, I guess you can say, but more like face cam time with me. Um, so I was looking at the videos and I did get a tweet, which is going to be one of the things I'm going to talk about for, a video, I think. Let me turn this down first so you can see my eyes. Um, I got a tweet yesterday asking, have I made any other uh, requests or anything about games and what am I interested in and stuff. And looking at the comments that I got on the video right now, things that point out to me mostly. If I don't mention it, it's because I really am not interested in the playing those or whatever, or that game or whatever, and it probably won't be one that I want to get into because I already got games that I have on my mind right now that I either want to play or so on and so forth. But let me just look at the list right now. Um, Getting back into. Oh, I got a lot of good job getting back into Animal Crossing New Leaf videos. Comments. Even though that's a game that it's really not too much that I want to be my main focus, but I feel like if I make another Animal Crossing New Leaf video, it's gonna get more views, etc., etc. However, um I am going to try to do one video a week, and I know I have an idea what I'm gonna do. It's gonna actually looking at the calendar right now. It will come out next week, actually, so keep that in mind. I will be having that up next week. So yeah. Um, and then we go down a little more. Let's see. Someone mentioned Danganronpa, and I would play that, but I don't have a PS or yeah, Vita capture device. And don't say just get a Vita TV because Vita TV does not work as well as what people think it would. It does not capture that many games on it, and so it's like pretty much a money waster. That's why it's probably not going to come out in the US. Because, yeah, like games like Uncharted, I think Danganronpa does not play on it. Anything that involves moving the system is not going to play on it, so keep that in mind. I'm plugging those in for a reason. So I would play it, but I don't have a Vita capture device. Maybe I'll get one later in the year. I don't know, because I know Danganronpa 2 comes out later this year as well. So yeah. Um, more parallel worlds? Yes. I will try to. I actually want to start putting videos of that up. Um, Not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. Because that is the day that I actually first started putting up videos, I think. April 6th. So yeah, 2 years. So that's something that I kind of might put up because as a anniversary sort of thing. Because I don't want to play Kid Icarus. I already tried that and tried doing a Redux and stopped at chapter 18. Why would I? I mean, if I started that back up, I'd only have 6 more chapters to go. That's more of a. And chapter 23 is not one that I would be looking forward to playing. So, yeah, I think I'm going to start Parallel Worlds up. It shouldn't be a long playthrough because it's supposed to be shorter for reasons I would say in the playthrough, but yeah, that's something that I want to get back into. Um, More Animal Crossing. Resident Evil 4. I want to try to get this computer working because for some reason when it connects to my capture device, it runs between 30 minutes and an hour before the computer wants to shut down because Windows 8 sucks. because my last computer did not shut down. It lagged, but it did not shut down. And I don't know what the heck's up with it. And I've tried screwing around with it, and I'll try to screw around with the settings a little more and try to get it to where it would record, because I want to do something special with Resident Evil 4. Let me get it. Let me get it. Okay. You see this right here? You see this right here? It's we blaster shoot, and yeah, it's not exactly supposed to work with Resident Evil. I think they advertised it when it first came out that it was supposed to work with it, but this is not actually, there's like no control setting to switch it to or whatever, so I don't know why it was advertised to work with this, but I did use this when I first played the Wii Edition one, and I beat the game with it, and so on and so forth. So I would want to do like a face cam where you see most of my body and like aiming and stuff like that, and maybe I might flinch at an enemy coming at me from behind or something, because you know how Resident Evil 4 enemies like to come get you from behind. So yeah, I would want to play with this, because who doesn't like controlling a gun? I like rail shooters where I can aim and stuff. So that's something that I do want to get into, but right now I need to try to get the computer working with the webcam, because I think when it doesn't have the webcam on it, it works fine. But once I add in that webcam, that kind of sort of causes problems for some reason. So yeah, I tried screwing around with the settings a little more. I might be able to do it now, but I need to check into it first. And that'll be checked into later this week. Let's see. The World Ends With You. Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone is. Is it in my pocket? No. Either way, oh, here it is. Phone. If I go into my phone, you can see the app if it'll zoom into it. Maybe if I turn the brightness down, maybe. Or maybe it won't. Come on. Will you zoom in? Oh, I know why. I need to set the brightness back up to this. That's why. Right? Right? You're not gonna... Camera, you're not helping out with this video at all. You're making it longer and making people annoyed at me and you. Okay. You see Tilly right here? Yeah, if I can get the program that connects your iPhone or iPad or whatever, which I'd probably get next month or something, I would definitely play The World Ends With You on this rather than my 3DS, because HD, music sounds clearer, and easier controls, because controls in that game, you gotta pay attention to top screen, which is something that I can't do. And when I play on the phone version, I can play the game on hard if I want to, because hard is actually a lot easier than hard on the DS, because the DS one, I die almost immediately on hard. And this, I don't. So, yeah, that's what's going on with The World Ends With You. If I get back into it, I might just start the playthrough all over too. Either that or start it back up, get to a certain point in this, etc., etc. I should do the old Metal Gears again after I get my capture device working with this computer where it doesn't not freeze, but it doesn't cause my computer to blow up, I guess I can say. Because, yeah, it just shuts down. Then it should work. Again, I blame the capture device, not the computer, because the computer has worked really well. Besides, when I put the compatibility on Windows 7 for this recording program, which caused it to lag, like it instead of 30 frames per second, it started recording in 15 frames per second. It's like, what's going on? And I forgot that I put it on Windows 7, and I changed it back, worked perfectly again. So yeah, but I do want to return to Metal Gear. Like Metal Gear Solid 2 is what I've been wanting to play for the past year, and do VR missions in it. I would want to do VR missions first before getting into the game, kind of, sorta. I don't know, because VR missions, in my opinion, are one of the best things about the game, because it's like over 300 missions that can be anything from sneaking to weapons to etc. etc. And my favorite ones are the sneaking because gameplay, lots of gameplay, not a lot of cutscenes. Um, and then survival horror is another suggestion. Again, Resident Evil 4, that would be survival horror a little bit, because even though people say that you got a lot of ammunition, whenever you're playing on professional, enemies are harder to take down and you get killed easier. Because when I was trying to record it as a little test, I died twice. Like once to the village, or once at the very beginning after you like jump out a window. That's all I'm saying. And once in the village area because I was an idiot and used an egg, which only recovers like a quarter of your health, and those weapons that they use do half health. So yeah, it's more survival horror on pro mode than it is on normal mode. Um, then they also said Cry of Fear or Silent Hill. Cry of Fear, I feel like I could record it, but I feel like I would struggle on it because I've not played it. I've watched a playthrough of it before. However, I've seen a lot of people struggle in it. At least I would know how to dual wield when I first play the game, because whenever I see people play it, it's like, how do you dual wield? I don't know how to do dual. Oh, but no. And then they go through like a quarter of the game until they finally, or go through a lot of the game until they realize, oh, you dual wield by pressing the two hotkeys. So that's that. Silent Hill, that would be having to be put in here right now, because that was a game that scared me in my childhood, like that I would never play it. And even though I'm grown up, that game still creeps me the hell out. So yeah, and let me turn this brightness back down, because look, you can't see my eyes that well. You can't see my eyes that well. Now you can see my eyes. So, and then if anyone has any other suggestions on horror-based, I would try to play a horror game, like even if it's a one-shot, like for example, not Slender, but a game like Slender, like as in, it's like a 30-minute or so one-shot game that I can download for like, that's part of the Unity engine, or some of those other engines. If you give me a suggestion, I won't mind. Same thing with RPG Maker horror games. I would play those as well, although I've probably played most of the ones that you would suggest, so I don't know how that would go too well. I could try it. I don't know. Only RPG horror game I would not play is Yuri's. Yuri, U-R-I. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but reason why is because of how she made it out. you can't play my YouTube. You can't play my game on YouTube or advertise it on YouTube or advertise it on stream because unless it's private or you're not making money off of it, and yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not. You can't play that game and advertise it for other people. Nope. So big YouTubers like they've played their the people's games before. However, with Sandman, she has now forbid those games to be played like that, I think. And yeah, I know Sandman, you can't play it like that. So big YouTuber like I don't know. The one with 11 billion subs or more, I doubt he'll play it. Let me check. I know I got a few of them on my subscriptions. But I don't want to say their names. I'm not one to say the names of people. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? The guy with a million subs. He will not do it. Who else? Who else? Who else? Where is? And then the other guy with the other million. Can say one starts with an M, has 1.8 million, while the other one has, let me see. Let me give a more descriptive number. While the other one has 1.3 million. Those two will probably not play the Sandman because of the no monetization on it, so it would be like a waste of 3 or more hours for free. It would be like doing charity work almost in that regard because you do 3 hours of the gameplay, then some editing and stuff too. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'm not doing Yuri games. Bottom line, big the point. I'm not doing Yuri games. I'll do other people's RPG Maker games, but Yuri, as soon as I saw that, it's like, no, I'm not supporting that. That's like saying how some of these companies that do third-party content, they take the money on the videos and stuff. That's pretty much how it is, and I think everyone knows how I felt about Microsoft with DRM. It's pretty much like that with me, so no. Um, but going back to, let me see, going back to the comments, if they will load, because I didn't do tabs on accident. Yeah, just recommend me other games I won't mind, and I'll take a look at them. If I do it, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't. um, let's see. Boktai. Someone mentioned Boktai. My plan with Boktai, I probably will try to start recording that in July, August, and have like Boktai 1 on the first week of October, Boktai 2 second week, between second and third week, and then Boktai 3 the final part of October. And then Lunar Nights will have to wait for another day because I don't even think I've beaten that one because I got a little too much into customization in that game. So that's what that is. And I think that's all I can really say. But otherwise, if you have any more suggestions, feel free to let them out. Again, if I don't want to really play them, I won't make a comment on them or anything like that. And I won't be answering in the comments section. Again, I do my Twitter for that, and that's why I'm going to make a Twitter video as well. Little warning, because it's going to be a little bit of complaining because someone was complaining about it, so I'm going to complain back at it. So, yeah. With that, I hope that clears some things up. Someone did suggest a Fire Emblem on one video. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, I did see that. I forgot to say it. Awakening, I want to get back into, but as everyone knows, that's like an hour long video, and if I die, that's an hour long wasted, which is why I want to continue it, but at the same time, I'm hesitant a little bit, kind of like how I was with Corpse Party when I stopped recording that because I kept freezing, and so it wasn't much of a jump scare if I knew it was going to happen, although it would still kind of get me. But reading things over and over again, not fun. Same thing with Fire Emblem, reading things over again, not fun. Trying to screw with the RNG, not fun. So I do want to get back into it, but yeah, at the same time, it's hesitant with me right now. So yeah, I think I answered pretty much everything. About a 20-minute video, but that should explain a few things. I hope my mic picked up a good, and yeah, with that, have a great day.